Hi, my name is Mariana, and I'm a Chief Science Officer, a STEM ambassador for my school and community. I'm very excited to introduce you to Richard, who is an experimental test pilot here at Boeing.
So one of the things that I love about being an experimental test pilot is I get to be a nerd and at the same time be a cool guy and get to fly an aircraft. I get to combine all those skills that I learned in science classes and math classes, engineering, and then I get to go out and fly an aircraft, test it, put it to its limits, and then see if I can analyze that information and then pass that on to the customer, to the engineers, and to the designers. And then ultimately we provide a better product for the customer.
Air transportation is the operation or business of transporting persons, property, cargo, or mail by aircraft.
When I was in high school, and even before, I had a passion for aviation. I also loved math, and I wanted to serve my country. So one of the ways that I could fulfill all those three dreams of mine was to attend the United States Military Academy. At basic training at West Point, the very first couple weeks that I was there, I got to take a helicopter ride, and I was just mesmerized by the professionalism of the Army helicopter pilots and also what the helicopter could do. And at that point forward, I decided that's what I wanted to pursue, so I ensured that my academics and that my health, my physical fitness, that everything I worked towards focused on that goal of becoming a helicopter pilot. I submitted for flight school, and then in my senior year at the United States Military Academy, I got selected aviation, graduated, and then went to flight school at Fort Rucker, Alabama. The first 10 years of my Army career, I was in operational units, flying Chinooks. And at the 10-year mark, I decided that I wanted to do something that would still be able to include all of my passions. So I applied to go to the United States Naval Test Pilot School. I spent a year there learning how to fly different types of aircraft, how to report on the results of the testing that we would do. After that, I went to the developmental test side of the United States Army, and I spent the last 10 years of my career as an experimental test pilot for the Army, flying fixed-wing aircraft and also helicopters. After that, I retired, and then I wanted to continue this passion of engineering and flying, so I had this opportunity to fly with Boeing as an experimental test pilot, and I took it, and now here I am.
Qualifications and requirements for someone working in the air transportation industry includes a high school diploma. Some careers within the air transportation pathway require advanced post-secondary, critical thinking, analytical problem solving, and attention to detail.
So STEM is huge in every aspect of my life. When I'm going out to plan a flight, I'm looking at performance numbers. I got to calculate and ensure that the aircraft can perform the way it's designed to. One of the interesting things about being an experimental test pilot is I'm not always solving equations, but I have to understand how those equations work and what is the math and the science behind the principles of aviation and aerodynamics so that I can translate some of those concepts over to the engineers and the designers so that they can build a better product that's safe and effective to fly.
If you're thinking about a career in air transportation, you may also want to explore opportunities within the transportation, distribution, and logistics industry.